Yo, what's up? Mitch from RespectMyRegion.com here with the first episode of one of our new shows, Digital Trappers Institute, or DTI, if you will. Remember those commercials back in the day to join, well, so and so's Technical Institute. We're putting that on for anyone out there looking to leverage the internet, doing marketing tips, game, going over tools. We'll have some special guest experts, really just talking about and exploring all of the realms of digital marketing and hustling on the internet. That's the focus of the show. Part of our North American Weed Tour campaign that just kicked off on 7/10. It will be running until December, but we'll also be running this content series kind of outside of that as well. Joey and myself have put out this type of content for a while, but putting it under a branded theme that we'll be putting out regularly, kind of using this campaign to get on track, if you will, for that. So just a little bit of a history of kind of myself, RMR, and Joey, and how we've been leveraging the internet. Respect My Region started as an e-com brand many years ago. So when we kicked off this company, we were a clothing line that was using the internet, social media specifically, and this is before paid ads, when you needed a college email to get into Facebook and you couldn't run ads on it. We leveraged social media back in those days to sell clothing throughout a couple iterations and changes and new platforms, Instagram coming on live in that. So a lot of experience hosting e-com, selling products via e-com through the internet, through the means of the digital realm. And then we've also done agency work for a lot of music artists, festivals, and cannabis brands. So we have leveraged the internet advertising to market and promote, hard goods via e-com brand, events and experiences through our own events and experiences and festivals, promoting music and music videos for artists across all the major platforms. And then we obviously, Respect My Region is now a content platform where we put out new content every single day and promote that across every single channel. So we have quite a bit of experience in the realm of the digital realm and maneuvering around, the tools and the regulations and the concepts that are out there. They're always never changing. That's one of the one things, if you get into anything tech wise or anything marketing wise, you can't just like learn something today or this year and then you're like, cool, I'm set. I don't need to further educate or grow in the future. The game is always changing, being new platforms coming online, severe changes to the platforms, the algorithms on these platforms, competition. There's a lot of things changes with the internet. Things change quick, and over time, things for sure will change. So it's something that anyone in that realm needs to not only be educated or hip to a certain concepts, you also have to be really open to continually learning, researching, and just seeking growth in these areas. Some of the topics that we've got coming down the pipeline for Digital Trappers Institute will be fundamentals of digital marketing for cannabis, music, dispensaries, and small businesses. Kind of a couple different things there in one. Valuable digital marketing tools for cannabis retail marketers. Beginner's guide to cannabis SEO cannabis SEO and keyword optimization for dispensaries and delivery services. Basic tips for marketing and advertising cannabis on Instagram and Facebook. Joey spoke about that a few times at a couple conferences. We've wrote a couple articles that have been picked up by quite a bit of different publications on that. So I know there's a lot of insight that we can shed on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and beyond. Some other topics: basic tips for marketing and advertising cannabis on YouTube and TikTok. Hold on, and some of the other ones: what is SEM, search engine marketing? 5 tips for starting your own blog, whether it's about music or weed. What is a CRM? How to use it to send bulk emails. Valuable tips for marketing music on social media. How to get into the weed industry through digital marketing. So we've already curated quite a bit of topics that we've been working on. We'll be starting to release these on a weekly basis. I'll be hosting some shows. Joey will be hosting some shows. We'll be hosting some shows together. Again, we'll have some expert guests come and talk on some of these subjects and shine some insight while we run an agency and have been doing a lot of this stuff. We've also been working with a lot of people that are really smart, and whether we seek mentorship and guidance through them, work directly through them, outsource work to them, they outsource work to us. been afforded the pleasure of meeting a lot of really smart minds and people that are experts in their craft. So we're looking to kind of condense that information and give it to you guys. I know a lot of our following that's tapped in and watching this is most likely from the cannabis space. We still have a lot of people in the music realm, and so a lot of these concepts will be relatable to either, whether you're a cannabis operator, again, whether it's retail, brand, product, ancillary, tech, uh, or you're a musician, or you're a music manager, or you just have any sort of brand or product. All of these concepts are going to be able to relate. These tools and concepts are going to kind of transcend specific industry. Obviously, when we talk about cannabis, I mean, anything, there's so much nuance involved. When we talk about cannabis, there is quite a bit of red tape and regulations, both at a state level, local level, and then these algorithms are really unfriendly. So we'll dive into that. But something that to note, Joey and myself have been advertising hip hop and rap music for many years, marketing and advertising that, and something I don't think a lot of people understand is that content is explicit. The algorithm does not like your typical rap music is sex, drugs, explicit content, whether it's cursing, violence, drugs, and even if it's just artistic depictions of that, having that in there and not having to water it down and overly censor it to where it's still presented in the authentic way that the artist wants it to be represented has historically been very difficult to advertise on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram and beyond for hip hop and rap content. A lot of people think, oh, cannabis gets the short end of the stick. Yes, it does in a lot of different ways with the algorithm and how unfair and unpredictable it can be. But also, folks like myself and others out there that have been marketing other things that might be deemed as explicit or high risk in the realms of the internet. Some of these challenges are nothing new, stuff that we've been seeing, things that we've already had to navigate around. So throughout this series, we're looking at impart quite a bit of wisdom in that. And sure, it's a little bit about using the tools, it's a little bit about having the information and being educated, but it also takes, for me, like one of the biggest things personally is the mindset. If you shift your mindset a little bit, you can use these tools and you can empower yourself with this information in a whole new way. It's really about the mindset and the approach. And being creative. When you look at the tools out there, we're all restricted by budget. We're all restricted by bodies. Some of us are restricted by experience, what we know, who we know, etc. But you can combat, David can beat Goliath in any of those situations when you just have the right approach and the right mindset. It's something that I fully believe in. Not talking about the secret, just writing it out and envisioning it and it becoming real, but just having the right approach and approaching things creatively. Everybody's doing things a certain way, so you should understand and know that. But if you follow the pack, you're likely not going to be at the front. You're going to be somewhere lost in the middle, or you're going to be at the very end of the pack. So it's much more impactful to step a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Use the same tools, use the same understanding, but do something a little bit different. And that creative approach, I think, really shines through no matter what type of marketing you're going to be doing. Anyways, this was just something quick to get on here and explain what to expect from this upcoming show that we're going to be putting out, DTI, Digital Trappers Institute, one of the 17 programs we have across the North American Weed Tour campaign that we're on. If you want more information on that, respectmyregion.com/North American Weed Tour. Or just Google North American Weed Tour, or don't. It's up to you. But we'll be putting out cannabis content, talking to professionals all around the country and beyond. And DTI will be specifically focused on marketing game that can be used, again, if you're in cannabis music or whatever. Look forward to sharing some of these topics I went over earlier and some new ones. If you guys have anything you want to learn, please reach out, whether it's in the comments, whether it's email, info@respectmyregion.com, or shoot us a DM on any platform, or myself or Joey personally. Would love to converse with you guys and help provide the information that people are out there looking for. I know we get a lot of inquiries on this type of stuff. We get hired to do a lot of this stuff. So we're just looking to put some free things of value out there for the community that's hungry for this. Because trust me, looking at my inbox, I know people are hungry for it. So do not hesitate to reach out for questions. We'll see you guys with another episode of the Digital Trappers